What's going on? It's AZ the brand. Stop playing. Today, I want to talk to my small businesses, people that's starting up their businesses. These fundamentals can apply to people that have a business already, but these are startup tips. These are fundamentals to getting it on the road the correct way. Some of the tips that I use when I started my business. And I just want to share this knowledge. So some of the things that we're going to go over, is focusing on customer service. That's key. Persistency pays off. Another nugget. Know what you're selling. Pure nugget. Prioritize communication with partnering. Big key. Communication is key. Separating business expenses from personal expenses. Providing value with free tools. Another two. Cutting your living expenses. We'll talk about that. Come on. Knowing your competition. That's important. That's important benchmarking. So let's dive in. Let's talk about these things that we need to know as a startup company. So we're going to focus on those 8 tips. I'm going to elaborate on those 8 tips. So stay plugged in, stay tuned in. It's AZ the brand. Stop playing with AZ Financial Consulting Service. Okay, so we got that out the way. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe right now. Hit that button down below, and let's go. So you can stay plugged in. So my business owners, my entrepreneurs, they got that spirit, that want that freedom, that have that drive. Let's go with these tips. The first tip that we mentioned, focusing on customer service. So focusing on customer service, these are the people that is paying you. These are the people that's paying you. So if these are the people that's paying you, you want to make sure that they are happy. You're providing a service. You're providing a product, something that enhances them. In college, they gave me this one vocabulary word, so it's customer centric. So making them the center of attention, let them gravitate to that. That's what make you elite. That's going to make you better in your business and be able to duplicate your brand. So let's move on to the next tip. Persistency pays off. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. It's going to be some rubs, some things that was unpredictable, things that happen. If y'all watch some of these videos that we're going to post about some of the, oh man, what's going on, what we going to do, some of the bump in the roads, it comes with the game. Just know that it comes with the game, the different shifts, learning curves, the market, income shifts, all types of different things, but stay persistent. Give it what you got at that time. Give it what it requires, and that's it. But stay on it. Most people work for it, but never get to see the finished product. So make sure you get a chance to see the finished product, what you was working for, and it will pay off, and it will be beneficial. Always focus on your why you did it, and it will help you get through anything that goes on. So moving on. Knowing what you sell. You gotta know what you're selling. So if you're talking to clients and you trying to provide a need for them, you need to know what you're selling. You need to know, okay, it from front to back, so that you can solve that problem. You can solve that problem. Give them details. So it's no guessing to it. Tell them about the benefits, the pros and cons. You want to be able to fill them with that information. So it could be just straightforward. They know what you're offering. Something that you're going to enhance their life with, their lifestyle. Give them some time, buy their time back. Give them some value. That's value added. So it's no convincing. At that point. You're not selling, but you're selling. And we'll talk more about that. But it's an easy conversation starter. It's an easy conversation starter. You can start conversations because you have that. If you're seeing somebody lacking in this, people will tell you their problems. But if you can fix it, if you can enhance it, you have a profitable business. Okay, so know what you're selling so you can sell it the best way. So you can know your market and always get that yes, that yes. Increase your productivity in that. Okay. All right. So prioritizing communications with partnering. So communication is key. That's the fundamentals. So if any disagreement happens, you guys always need to communicate. Don't hold that back because you can ultimately, y'all supposed to be in the same process. So put all feelings aside. Just make sure that you remember the number one goal and go off no emotions but straight facts. Provide your case and work through it. That's going to create smooth operation system, a smoother operation system. So make sure you're communicating through each channel. So I always divide into 3 businesses, but this is later on. But you got the front office, you got the people that's operating. So you got the operating department, production department, whatever you call them. And then you got the back office, which is the accountants and things like that. So all 3 of these work together, and they have to communicate. They have to have that same information, but different data, so it can be translated in each way. So making sure that communication line is great. That's important. And of course, this is one of my favorite because I'm an accountant. I'm a tax professional. And I do financial advisory. So separating business expenses from personal expenses is very important. Get a bank account. Pay yourself. You want to do these different things. Make transfer to money to make sure that you're paying yourself, and you can do that. Make sure you're transferring the money to the business, however that go. If you need help, get that. Hit up the brand Stop Playing. We'll work that out. Watch more of these videos. Make sure you stay tuned in. Oh yeah, subscribe, you guys. If you guys are understanding this information, subscribe. I'm talking to you. If I'm talking to you, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this, and let's continue going. Figuring out how much you need to pay yourself, weekly, monthly, every 2 weeks if you want to pay yourself that way, and make sure you make that payment to yourself, separating that business from personal. And it's no guessing game. You get to see straight facts. You get more real results because you get to see where everything is going, how much is invested into you, how much is invested into the business, getting your real bottom line number. It's real easy for us. It's real easy for providing documentation to the IRS. It's real easy for the tax professional just to get that bottom line number. Tax write-offs is real easy, so just make sure that you separate that, and that's going to get you the maximum results. Okay, so let's continue moving on. Providing value with free tools. This will be your best seller. So using the different platforms that's free, that's great. That's the greatest tool. You got this thing that's called social media, baby. Social media. You got and they're free. They're free. Okay. So you got Facebook, IG, and YouTube. They are all free. They all free with several different channels, several different ways that you connect to different audience. For a 15-second audience, you got your 5-minute audience, you got your 10-minute audience, you got your 30-minute audience. So using those different platforms, you got the IGTV, you got the live, you got the regular posts, you got videos that you can post, all on these different channels, so you can paint the pictures, you can put the posts up, promote, get out there. That's how you get your audience. You have to get an audience right there, so now they see you. They built trust in you. They know your face. They can match that with something. They can match that with the post. They can match that with your results. It builds goodwill. It's content. You create your audience. They get to see it right then and there. 86%, I think that's what it is, of people are on their phones. They're not watching TV, watching commercials like that. They're on their phones because it's accessible. It's right there. Make sure you providing value before asking for anything. So build up that goodwill, build up that content, let them know that you know your stuff, that you got the tools. What you stand by, what you know. You're very intelligent in what you know. That's knowing your business, knowing what you're selling, and then that's how you convert them over to being into being in your business. You first educate them, tell them, boom, this is the need. Hey, this is what I'm solving, or this is what I'm enhancing. Boom. Now, the facts. Throw the facts at them. Boom, they're sucked in. They got it. They understand. And now you are able to create that goodwill, that content. Now they trust in you. They believe that you know what you're talking about. It's no convincing, remember? So you will them in, and then you transfer them into the next loop, the next funnel, where they are now investing into your business. Now they are going to the next level. You're enhancing them. You're actually giving them something that they need, and you just keep reciprocating that. So put out a handful, put out a lot of content, put out a lot of content, you guys. Can't stress that enough. This is how you showcase your business, your brand, what you stand for, what you're selling. This is how you show it. The best seller is you, and you selling it, either with a post, with a video, something that's attractive. Find out your target market. Let's move on to the next one. We got cut your living expenses. So before starting your business or during the process, so this is for everybody. Very fundamental basic is before you start or during this process, if you need to cut your overhead over how much you paying you, how much the business is paying you, is it messing up your overhead? You need to normalize your living expenses. What I mean by that is cut your living expenses as much as comfortable. As much as comfortable. Find comfortability and be able to see what you can invest into this business. Find comfortability in that, because you want to make sure that even if the business slip, it can still cover everything that you need to cover. So that's just having it all the way structured together. We do that here at AZ Financial Consulting Service. So link in the bio. Make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys like this information, if you have any questions, you want to hit up Ask AZ at az-fcs.com. So right there is right there. It's also on the link. Man, you guys just want to ask those questions, shoot us those. We'll get to you as fast as we can. And that's how you win. That's how you win. If you want to get started, you ready to join the brand and stop playing, it's down below. So let's go. Cutting those living expenses to bare minimal, not bare minimal, but comfortability. What's comfortable for you? What could you save on to invest more, to put into more, or whatever the case may be. So you won't be killing your bottom line and slowing up your growth with the business by trying to pay you if you have an expensive lifestyle. Maybe you in the beginning, and sometimes during this process, the different income shifts, you can't afford to live a high lifestyle if you're not making that type of money. So reinvesting into the business so it can continue to expand. All right, so now the last key, which is know your competition. Know your competition. Know your competition means, okay, so what is they doing? Not to the fact that you are competing with them, because you are indirectly, but we don't compete. We do what we do, and we do it the way we do it, and that's how we get our clients. I don't care how you do it, but you look at them, figure out what they're doing, set yourself apart from them. You can create the same service, but you set yourself apart by being unique. If you want to learn more about that, hit up the brand. Stop playing. Y'all might see a Burger King next to a McDonald's, all McDonald's. So what they got is the same formula, and they got the same market. So they're gonna let McDonald's do the research of the target market, and then they'll just plop one right next to it. So you have now two options. So they competing in that market where the traffic will be at. McDonald's did the research for them. So you can benchmark off of them that way. That's a great way. Seeing the different industry trends is another way. So know your competition as far as that. Just being better, or you gotta know it's not always just know your competition in that way, making sure you just don't fall behind, make sure they don't leave you too. But you also have to think about the market size. Like in the tax world, I'm not competing with nobody. To me, I'm not competing with all the other brands. I'm more so competing with just my crowd. It's so many people that need their taxes done. So I'm trying to get my crowd. They can get their crowd. I just want my crowd, and I'm gonna handle my crowd. There's so many different people that need their taxes done. Everybody in this world that works, that do anything, need their taxes done. So it's really no competition. So that's how you can look at it. You can share parts of the market. You're not going to be the best if you're not aiming to be the best. Be the best at your area, in your area. Be the best at what you do with your clients. And that's separating yourself, or just sharing that market with the people that's in it. They gonna get their clients. Oh well, I'm gonna make money. They gonna make money. It's a lot of people. This is just some of the 8 tips of when you're starting a business. Startup tips. People that's already having a business, if you're struggling, if you're going through those different rocks, this is the great fundamentals of maintaining and starting a business and growing your business. Let's recap. So we talked about focus on customer service. Persistency pays off. Knowing what you're selling. Prioritize communications with partners. Communication is key. Separating business expenses from personal expenses. Record keeping. Providing value with free tools. Using those social medias to create your audience, to create your platform, to build goodwill, to get that audience and convert them to being a client. You're building that trust in them. They're building that trust in you. Cutting your living expenses. If you're starting a business, make sure you're being able to cut it to comfortability, where it don't have to be so extra, but make sure you enjoy yourself at the same time. A nice balance. But you're starting a business, you need to be able to invest into that business the proper way, or not take so much from the business the proper way. Knowing your competition, using them for benchmarking, for analytical purposes, to separate yourself, to see their markets, what's successful for them. So that's that. And it's AZ the brand. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment. If y'all got questions, remember you can hit up the link in the bio at down below. You can see down below. It's AskAZ at az-fcs.com. Ask those questions if y'all ready to get started. The information down below. Let's go. Stop playing. It's time for you to execute and conquer. You want to start this business. You want to get serious. Let's get serious and let's get to it. Let's handle this not like a backyard business, but a real business. This is something that we focusing on. This is something that we building. We building it from the foundation. The foundation have to be strong in order to continue to build, or it's going to collapse. So let's build this foundation. Let's get it right and continue to fight. We're looking for longevity. Let's long stroke this game and it will pay off. I'm seeing it. Let's go. It's time. It's time to win with AZ the brand. Stop playing.